Hi guys, it's Katie. It is already almost, well, it's after 9 o'clock on Monday night, and I'm gonna do a little bit of cooking. My mom had surgery today, so I'm gonna make up just a few meals to take over to her house tomorrow when she comes home. She's spending the night in the hospital, and then she'll be home tomorrow. My dad's home with her, so he's gonna be home all week, so they are able to take care of themselves and take care of each other, but I just thought it would be something nice to do. So I'm just gonna make a few meals. They don't eat much between the two of them, so I don't want to like overwhelm them, and I live close enough. I'm gonna be stopping by and checking on her. I can always bring her something else. So I have my paper. Let me grab my paper and I'll show you what we're gonna do. Alright, so here is my plan. I got a whole chicken, so I'm going to use half of it for chicken soup and half of the meat I will use for chicken enchiladas, and then also quiche. So that was my grocery list. I got pretty much everything I needed at Aldi for around $20. There's a few things I'm going to use that I have here at home. They don't have frozen pie crusts at Aldi's. I think they used to, but they don't anymore. So I do have one in the freezer, so I'll be using that for the quiche. But the chicken soup I'm having for them to have tomorrow. I already told her that it would be there. That way, you know, sometimes pain medications can make people's stomach upset a little bit, and I just thought that would be a good comforting meal for her and my dad to share. So there'll be that, and then the enchiladas, they can freeze those if they don't want to have them right away, and that way there's a quick meal for when my dad does go back to work. Or they could have them right away. And then the quiche is something that is a great meal to take to somebody who just had a baby or had surgery or moved or something, because actually the very first time I ever had quiche was when somebody brought it to my mom after she had surgery like 20 years ago when I was a kid. But you can customize it, you can put all sorts of things in it, you can keep it vegetarian, or you can put whatever kinds of veggies and meat and cheese that somebody likes. It can be eaten cold, warm, snack, breakfast, lunch, so it's just a really great idea to take to somebody's house. So I have a feeling they'll probably have that more as a snack than you know, a meal. But anyway, so I just got some things here. I also got one of these fudge brownie mixes, so I'll make up some brownies. So I know my dad will appreciate that. So I got some carrots and celery for the soup. I got corn tortillas and sour cream and some cheese here for the enchiladas. I'll use some of this cheese for the quiche as well. I got some spinach, and then here's mushrooms for the quiche. Noodles for the chicken noodle soup. There's a whole chicken down there. And then I got a watermelon and oranges for here for me, but I'm going to take a few oranges and cut them up so that my mom can have those. Oh, and there's eggs down there in the bottom for the quiche, and I probably will need them for the brownie mix as well. Oh, this is the last thing. I got this prepared enchilada sauce because I need to make all this probably in about an hour before I go to bed. So let me get started. I also went by my mom's house and got a few things from her house, so like things to put the food in so that they don't have to worry about returning anything, and I don't have to worry about my things being gone. So I think I'm going to put the enchiladas in here, the quiche in the pie pan, the brownies in that, and then I'm going to make the chicken soup probably in my pressure cooker, but then I'll put it in this pot. That way she can just put it on her stove to warm it up when they're ready to eat it. So let me get set up and get started because it's already 9:12. Let's see how fast I can get this done. I have a bad habit of letting soup get away from me, and I always make too much. I have to remember to make less, because it's just for the two of them, and neither of them eat very much. So I just use these extra veggies and just cut them up for my little one to eat, snack on. When I was at Aldi, I saw they had the rainbow carrots, the ones that are like purple and white and yellow, along with the orange. They had them like in baby carrots. I've never seen them in baby carrots before. So that was pretty cool. And they were organic. I didn't get any. I didn't even notice the price. But I'm going to put this in the fridge. I'm going to hold back half the spinach and put in the soup as well. I think that'll be good. Get the eggs cracked. I'm going to put them in the shaker thing. Make it easy. So I'm just eyeballing it. I'm starting with 10 eggs. I have 2 here left that I can add if it doesn't look like it's covering it. I just don't want to make this bigger than my dish. So 10 eggs and probably half a cup of cream. And they didn't have, I was hoping to get the pie crust in the little aluminum foil pan, and they didn't have that at Aldi. And I have a frozen pie crust, but it needs to be thawed out for like an hour. So I'm just going to do like a crustless quiche. I'm just going to grease up this pie dish and put everything in. And I have my oven already preheated. Probably should have only done 8 eggs because this is going to puff up. I'm going to top it with cheese and then get it in the oven. Alright, so I just took the pressure cooker off the heat, and I'm not going to release the steam just because I have sleeping children upstairs. Hopefully that cools down in a relatively short amount of time. And I got all my veggies prepped. I got the spinach, which I'll probably just throw that in, and then when they warm it up, that will be enough to cook it. So things are looking pretty good. I guess I'll go ahead and mix up that brownie mix since the oven's on, so I'll just put this to the side. And the pressure cooker has come down in pressure, so go ahead and get this chicken out of here. Okay, so I got some meat off for the enchiladas. I'm actually going to put these bones and all this back in. I can pressure cook this a little bit more now that all the bones are exposed. It'll actually make a really delicious bone broth. Bring that back up to pressure. Rip this meat apart. so for the enchiladas, I'm using this recipe that's on the back of this can. Seems pretty simple and straightforward, so that's what I'm gonna do. Let's make a larger recipe than this dish is gonna hold, but I imagine it'll be fine. Also have some leftover green onions. I think those will go nicely in there. You know what, I think I'm actually going to just layer this instead of rolling each of them up. I've seen people on the internet do it that way, so I'm going to do it that way too. I'll just give him instructions to bake this for, let's say, 20-25 minutes. And that's basically, we'll just warm it up. Probably tell him a half an hour since he'll probably take it out of the refrigerator. That one is ready to go. Okay, I'll check on the things baking here. I did peek a minute ago, but the quiche's hitting its time. It looks okay. It didn't boil over, that's good. The brownies are going to need an extra 10 minutes after that comes out. I'm going to go ahead and put this in a container. I also got sour cream because the recipe called for it. I thought it was mixed in, but they can just use this as a topping, so I'll give them that as well. Okay, chicken just came down from pressure. I got 2 minutes before the brownies come out. So I'm going to try to get this strained and back on the burner. I'm going to strain and put the broth back in. And let the meat cool. And while it's cooling, I'll go ahead and put the vegetables, except for the spinach, in. That way these can cook while the chicken is cooling. And I'll save the parsley till the end as well. Okay, 15 seconds till the brownies come out. Give them a little peek. Look pretty good. Can you see them? There they are. A little salt and pepper. Put garlic in, get a little smoked paprika, gives the broth a nice color and a little flavor. So I'll pressure cook this. And then work on tearing this apart again. What are you doing under there? Hi. What are you doing under there? Vegetables are done. The meat back in. Put the parsley in. And then noodles in for the last 5 minutes or so. That's what the soup looks like, if you can see in there. I guess I'll go ahead and throw the spinach in now. I think I'm done. Just shy of 2 hours, but that included most of the cleanup, and I heard a kitten on my back porch. A little mewing kitten, so I was peeking out the window at that, but anyway, let me go put this on the table and I'll show you everything all together. Okay, so here's everything. I got the soup. I actually made some bread, little rolls earlier today, so I'll give her some of those, and the soup, and enchiladas. So I have the extra sauce, I got some sour cream, and then you can have the extra cheese, the quiche, or the crustless quiche, and the brownies. Alright, I hope this maybe gave you some ideas if you wanted to make a meal for a friend or family member that might need a little extra help. Anyway, if you want to give my video a thumbs up, I appreciate that. You can subscribe. I got a bunch of freezer cooking videos on my channel as well if you want to see that for a new mom or somebody like that. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!